Hello, everybody, and welcome to the channel. My name is Charlene, and I am so excited about what we are going to make today. I've never made this before, but we're going to try to make a cookie tree. I'm going to make mine from sugar cookie. I've seen them done with gingerbread, but I'm not a huge fan of gingerbread, so I thought that we would try this one. So let's get started. We are going to use the mixer, and we have 1.5 cups of room temperature salt. So we're just going to cream that. And we are going to add 1.5 cups of sugar to it. Here's the 1/2 cup. Here's the other full cup. We are going to add in 3 eggs, one at a time. Calls for 1 tablespoon of vanilla. So that was 1 tablespoon. I'm going to give it an extra squirt because I love the taste of vanilla, especially in cookies. I'm going to mix the bowl down one more time because there's a bit of butter stuck there. And then we are going to slowly add in 6 cups of flour. So if I mix that little hunk of flour first, or butter, sorry. Okay, now we're going to put it on low. And now we're going to start adding in the flour. Okay, there's the first cup. And we also have to add in 1 cup of cornstarch. So that's going to be what's next. Oh, and we have 1.5 teaspoons of salt. I will add that in now. There's the half. Okay, that's coming together pretty good. It's not grasping the very bottom powder, but I will mix that by hand. Well, that is very heavy. Goodness. Okay, I'm going to pull this out and mix it by hand. Okay, I spent a couple minutes mixing this by hand. It's a very stiff dough, so that took me a few minutes. Now it says to separate these into 2 sections and wrap them into cling wrap. Well, I just used the last of mine yesterday, so it's going to be tin foil today. Okay, and it says to leave in the fridge for an hour, but in the notes it says 20 to 30. Oh, I need a little more piece. 20 to 30 minutes is fine. Okay. We will be back when this is done. Okay, the time is up. So we are going to roll this out. Where's the scraper? I think I'm going to cut this in half because it's a lot. Just do a little at a time. So you're supposed to roll this out to about a half to a quarter inch thickness. So I just put one of these silicone mats on the bottom, and then you're supposed to use parchment paper on the top. And I wouldn't skip that step because it starts to crack the dough if you don't. And then with the parchment paper, it keeps it all together. Now this part takes quite a while to do. And you do get cracks around the outside. That part is kind of normal, but you want to avoid the ones in the center. And we see little creases, so I'm just gonna try to flatten those out. This one should be almost there. Try to see if it's all the same thickness. The sides a little. Okay, that is perfect. Now, the fun part. So I have this set of stars. Here, let me get you a closer look at those. So these are all different size stars. So I bought these set of stars at a company called Temu. It's Temu, and it's kind of like an Amazon where you order online and ship to you and stuff. They are a lot cheaper than Amazon with most things. Anyways, I think I only paid $3-4 for this. And that's Canadian. I'm pretty sure. I'd have to double check. But yeah, the only thing is, so they're based out of the States, and I think they take roughly 2 weeks to get to you. But other than that, like I ordered these probably 2 months ago. So I've had them for a little bit. Anyways, so what we're going to do is we're going to start with the biggest star. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different size stars here. The smallest star is going to be the star that's at the top of the tree. So we're going to make one of everything, and then we're going to bake them. Now, when you have to bake them, first of all, it's at 375. I already have my oven on. You're going to have to bake them or stand there and watch them because they're all different sizes. They're going to take different amounts of time to cook, bake, I should say. Yeah, and you don't want these to turn dark brown. So if the edges start to brown, you want to take them out. So, okay, I'm going to get going on this and I'll show you the process. I always use this to help me get it up so I can keep the shape of the cookie. And I did spray my cookie sheets just so we don't have a sticking problem. I'm going to put these in a separate pile so I don't mess up on what I have and have not done. So here I'm just trying to flatten them a little bit so it's a little less arm work on the, this one is cracking quite a bit. It's a very thick dough, very thick. See how it's kind of doing the crack right in here. I don't want that because that will show the cookies. See if we can work that out a bit. I just like to flip them. I don't think you really need to, but I just like to make sure that if there's cracks that I'm pressing them together every so often so that it keeps together. Especially when you're doing the bigger stars, you need a really big piece.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. Good tidings for Christmas and a Happy
Those two in the oven.
Oh, bring us a figgy pudding. Oh, bring us a figgy pudding. Oh, bring us a figgy pudding and a cup of good cheer.
Slightly soft to the touch, but they're not browning. I can just barely see at the bottom a little brown, so I don't want them to go any farther than that. So we're going to stop and they will harden as they cool down. And here's another tip when you're rolling these out, don't push too hard too fast, because I was doing that when it was a little higher and this whole part just broke off. So I had to put it back together. It just prolongs the process. So just kind of have to go at this a little slower, I should say. Pardon me. Okay, this is the last star that we need for our cookie tree. But I still have a ton of dough left. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick like a normal size cookie shape, and I'm just going to keep cutting these out until all the dough is used. But we already have everything ready for the oven that needs to be in for the cookies. Okay, well, everything is baked. I had extra dough that I was kind of tired of rolling, and I had everything that I needed, so I just made them into, I guess we'll call them ugly cookies, but they will still taste good. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let everything completely cool. I'm gonna put them in Ziploc bags, and I'm gonna decorate them tomorrow. I think I'm all out of steam for today, so they will be still good. So we will see you back tomorrow. Welcome back to day 2. We are going to decorate our cookie tree today. So let's get started. Okay, we are going to start making the buttercream. So I have 1 cup of room temperature butter in here, and we are just going to cream that together first. So partway through here, I noticed this was not, it wasn't catching everything at the bottom and mixing it properly. So we added butter, icing sugar, vanilla, and heavy cream. And then I decided to change over to my hand mixer so it would blend better. Okay, we have all the buttercream ready and we have it all set in here. So what we're going to do is we're going to start by taking the largest cookie, and we're just going to put it on any tray. I would make sure it's a nice flat tray, and you're going to use the buttercream to stick them together. Now the instructions said to use like medium-sized cookie, put it on here, and then put your next one. I'm going to get a close up here so you can see why I'm not going to do that. Okay. So the directions showed to get a medium-sized cookie like this, put buttercream on the bottom, and then the next one like this. So if you can see, there's a little gap there. But as I was practicing yesterday, like some of these cookies, they come out with, can you see how there's a lump there? So they're not completely flat. So that makes the cookie tree start to tilt a little. And this, I got more with the bubbles on them than I did the complete flat one. So I decided I'm not going to do that. That probably would have looked really nice. And the recipe definitely gives you enough of that. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of stack them like this. So it's just going to be, a layer like this. It's still going to look really nice and it's still going to look like a tree, but it's not going to be tilty. So, okay, so we're going to take the next star, one size smaller. We're going to turn it upside down, and let's see where we're going to. Okay, so I'm going to put a fair bit in here. Okay, I think that should be enough. There. Feels like it's gripping. Okay, and I'm just going to continue that all the way down to the top one. Okay, and this is the last, well, second to last one. Let's see, get that on there good. You just have a peek from the top, make sure you're kind of semi-even. There's one tiny one. I'm going to put some yellow frosting on this, let it harden, and then we're going to put it like this on the top of the tree as a star. Recipe calls for a gold flake on the top. You could do that as well, but I'm just going to simplify it a little bit. Okay, we are going to start decorating now. So I got the star done. It's slightly green. I ended up only having, instead of just normal coloring, mine was neon, so this turned out to be a little more green, but it will work. Okay, so this is the tip I have on here, and we'll start at the bottom. Start to sit. Let's put him like this. Okay, very cute. Now, you could dust it with icing sugar if you wanted it to look like snow. And I have these little mini chocolate things I'm going to put on. I think I'll just drop them and see where they land. Okay, so we are done decorating. I think it turned out so cute. Look at that. That's adorable. I love it. Wish the star was a little more yellow, but I think it's adorable. I think I'm going to definitely be taking one of these to my in-laws for Christmas for sure. The other idea I had too is if you didn't want to put the buttercream on like this, you could just do what I did for the star and just use the powdered sugar with just a little bit of milk and put the, say, green dye in it and just do that before you even start to build this and make it just green like that if you wanted to. Okay, so when I had all that extra dough left, I decided to make 3 different size stars here, and I thought it would be really cute to make mini cookie trees. So you just start with one, kind of layer it like this, and then decorate them. So, and then, yeah, just like little individual ones. I'm not so sure I like it like this. I think I'm gonna try. It's still cute, but it's not as cute because it takes away because of all the puffiness, I think. I'm gonna try something else. Okay, so I just got some icing sugar with a little bit of milk in there and then green dye. So what I'm thinking about doing is just putting a little bit of this on. And then you let it harden and then put the cookies together. Okay, so I put on the green stuff and they are pretty much hard. Look at that. Is that not cute? I like it. This would be so cute for little kids. I think I miss that most from when my kids were really little. I used to like love making all like the chocolates and into like those chocolate suckers, and but they're grown out of that stage. I just am not yet. Okay. I love it. And if you wanted to decorate it, I'm guessing you'd have to decorate them while they're still wet in order for them to stick. But I think they're absolutely adorable just like this. Give you guys a really close up. That's how they look from the top. Well, guys, I think that we did a fantastic job. This is my first time trying this recipe, and I could not be happier with the way it turned out. It is absolutely adorable. And yeah, I hope you guys give it a try. And if you do, let me know in the comments. Give me a like, subscribe, share. That would be wonderful. And we shall see you guys next time. Thanks a lot. Bye.